Hi, no rest for the weary here on the CME Group floors in Chicago after last week's WASDE number. A lot of things are kind of busier than expected and a lot more volatile. So let's talk about one that is volatile, and that's going to be the lean hog market. You look at that chart, it does not look good, does it? I mean, it's pretty scary if you're a technician, but at the end of it, there's a few days here that we've started to plumb the depths and started to, maybe we put in a bottom. And the reason why I'm going to bring that up is that, yes, we've got some corn market. When corn goes up, you'll likely see these things tail off because that's an input. You know, when your inputs get more expensive, it's going to make you less competitive. And so with corn doing what it's done after the WASDE report, I would have said, yes, it's going to weigh on the lean hogs, and take a look at what it's done. It hasn't really. What I mean by that is that it's really kind of in the face of something that should have made it trade lower. It hasn't. So I think that's showing decent strength when we're plumbing the depths here and kind of looking like we've got things under control and we haven't really fallen off a cliff's edge like we already have, by the way. I think that's pretty constructive for lean hogs. Looking at that chart today, the price action today against where the inputs have gone, especially corn, that's something I think that really needs to be highlighted, because when something acts as healthy as it's doing now in the face of negative news, that's a pretty good thing. Another thing that we want to make sure all folks are aware of is we've got June expiry tomorrow. Sometimes that can get a little bit dicey. I'd like to kind of make sure that all the traders and speculators out there have that in mind. Things on the last day when options expire sometimes can get a little bit squirrely. And having said that, we've also got soybean meal challenging an 8-month high. So that's another input that could have kind of weighed heavily on hogs, or not weighed heavily, but been a black cloud. And what we've seen is in the face of those things and those inputs going higher, it's really starting to perform well. And I really want to stress the fact that when you've got some reasons for your contract to maybe trade lower, but it doesn't, that means it's extra strong, right? And it's taking that negative news in pretty well and digesting it, and it's giving us the reason to see that chart now starts to look to be turning around. And when we've got those fundamental news, we take a look, technically speaking, and take a look at that chart. We are looking to be building a bottom here, and that's what that's telling me. So strength in the face of what should be a little bit of a black cloud is giving us a little bit of sign that maybe we're kind of reaching a low here in lean hogs.